two people, not one. See, I don't like when people play with me. I always tell them that I don't ever tell nobody. I always warn people, if you play with me, if you play with fire, you will get burned. So I'm here to drag two people. I don't want people to think that I'm so emotional over my sister that I can't drag. Oh, I still can drag you, Alan and Ellen. See, when I tell you to do something and you keep coming up with excuses, I'm going to drag the hell out you. And I don't care who knows about it. You deserve this dragging because you keep playing games with me that you've been playing for the longest time. I don't owe you anything. I don't. You got excuses as to always why you can't do stuff. But you don't have no excuses for that hoe over there on Shelton Avenue. You know, when you sent her to Martha's Vineyard, it's always about Ellen, 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 or any of your other women or men, your rainbow marriage that y'all claim to have. That's why you got kicked off that show that y'all was doing up there talking about marriage beyond the veil. Man, them people found out that your marriage was faker than that wig that's laying over there in the corner that I just had on my head. And they kicked y'all off your own show. Right. Reverend running around, he got an image to uphold. How you have an image to uphold and your wife treats you like trash, sir? See, you're so full of pride that you're too prideful to realize that your marriage ain't no marriage. See, anytime your wife would prefer to be with a woman over you, then that's not a marriage. Anytime your wife will bring a woman home to live with, to have sex with, that's not a marriage. Anytime your wife has Rondea, you want me to talk about Rondea? Because I told you that if you didn't, you must have, I don't know why you thought I was playing. I wasn't playing with you when I told you about Rondia. See, I wasn't playing about Rondia because Rondia described the inside of your house to a T, and she said you live in the basement. And Rondia said you pay all the bills, not some of the bills, to get treated like trash. See, you be playing with the wrong person. I'm not that hoe over there on Shelton Avenue. See, you done bought all the stuff for her, and she talked about you like trash. See, I'm not her. When I say if you don't do something, I'm gonna do what? Wear you the hell out. That's exactly what I mean. See, that's what I mean. Your excuses has ran out with me. You ain't got no excuse for me. You don't. See, none of them other women that you got around you help you get where you were. Not Lady Ellen, not Ellen who you're married to. None of them other women. Not none of the women in the church. None of the women down there at 230 West Coulter, aka Allen Waller. None of them women. It was only me. See, your memory is short, so let me help you remember. I came into your church in 2008, when I ain't have nothing, and you rose to the top because of my ideas, with your ideas still at ours. That's what I said. And then today, what did I say today? I said if you don't show up, I'm gonna drag the. Well, actually, I was gonna drag your wife, but it wasn't your wife who was supposed to show up. It was supposed to be you. So since you didn't show up, I'm gonna drag you and her. It's gonna be a double bubble, like a combination. Cause I could drag both of y'all at the same time, and that would save me a live. See, I could have did it on StreamYard, but StreamYard they let me, so I'm over here on my page dragging the hell out of you. Why am I dragging you? Because you keep on playing games, and I told you what I want, and you're not doing it. So I don't have to wait on anything. See, because what did R. Kelly say? He said, keep it on the what? Down low, nobody has to know. Oh, yeah, yeah. See, I'm not on the down. I'm not on the DL. Are you? Then maybe I should go ask Ghetto Intellect, since he's been married how many times? 3 times, since he's your frat brother. Right. See, so are you ahead in the game, Alan, or are you behind things? I would like to think, see, I don't have to pretend to be something that I'm not on Sunday morning. You got an image to uphold in front of your congregation. See, that's not me. That's why your marriage is a public success, but a private failure. In front of all the people, you prance around and you make them think that you have this great marriage to a woman that treats you like trash, walks all over you, brings her women lovers up in the house, and then when you're home, she talks to you like you're nothing. Right, Rondia told it all, and no, Smoke didn't tell me anything because I didn't even talk to Smoke. Smoke was going to be like smoke and disappear because she kept on playing with me. But Rondia told me everything because Rondia lived with me. Now, I told you that if you didn't come over here, what did I say? I said, you heard what I said. You read what I said, right? I said, this is your one chance. See, your one chance. Ain't no take it slow. Do you take it slow with Lady Ellen when you creep down her block late at night and knock on her door? Her front door, not her back door. Do you take it slow with Lady Ellen when you creep down her block at night? Do you take it slow with Lady Ellen when you send her on trips and do this? No, so then you ain't gonna play that game with me. I don't know why you are saying I ain't come up to your little barbecue up at your church and embarrass you. Now I'm embarrassing you right here on the internet. See, I ain't come up there to make you look like I'm doing to see you was in front of a few folk at the church earlier. But now I'm on the internet and thousands will see this. Don't try to put my video on public because you know you like to show your butt sometimes. But see you can't never come up against me because I know enough to destroy you, Alan. I don't know why you keep playing with me. I don't know why you won't think that I won't pull the rug from under you. Do you not understand that David slew Goliath? Do you not understand that David slew Goliath? And he did it with a stick, with a stone. I don't need to do it physically. I know enough about you to just do it right on the internet. I could say a few words and I will empty out your church. See, I could just say a few words about you and empty out your whole church. And nobody would ever come to hear you preach again. Right. So that means when I tell you to show up and you don't, you're challenging. You ain't ever challenging me. You must have lost your rabbit ass mind. I know you ain't challenging me what I know about you. See, because I'm not afraid to go to court. See, I don't have anything that the judge could say to me that wouldn't embarrass. But do you? Do I know something about you that could bring you so far down that the ants and the roaches wouldn't want you? Of course I do. Of course I do. See, if we were playing chess and checkers, I would love to tell you that I'm the queen that's moving the board, not you. If we were playing chess and checkers, then I would tell you that you're playing checkers and I'm playing chess. Why are you playing checkers? Because you're not smart enough yet to realize that you've been playing the same dumbass game with me since 2016 and you haven't won yet because you ain't figured out that I'm not them dumbass women up at that church. I don't like the stuff that you do. I've been telling you for 10 years and you still doing it. And that's why I'm on the internet. I'm going to drag you and your wife on my page. Am I going to do what? Drag you and your wife on my page. The very next time that I tell you to do something and you don't do it, you'll find out. See, oh, Rondia here. Can she come sit up there with Lady Ellen like old times? You know how Rondia used to live in your house and y'all used to act like, well, y'all really act like because you're anybody at the church, no, but Rondia said, can she come sit next to Lady Ellen so she can be, that's her girlfriend. See, your lipstick lesbian wife got a girlfriend and a husband. You just there to pay the bills. Let's say it like Rondia said. You're there to pay the bills. You ain't there to you're there to pay the bills and get treated like trash in your own home. Trying to walk around, act like you some king when Rondia already said that Ellen treats you like trash, walk all over you like train tracks, and don't respect you. Jezebel spirit. See, when I try to respect you and treat you like you should be treated, you don't appreciate that. So then I'm going right along with your wife. Your wife don't want you, neither do I. See, we write it. Your wife don't want you, and I never said that I wanted you. I said you a serial cheater. You want me to name some of the people who you've cheated with? I can go down the list. You ain't never cheated with me, though. Let's be clear about that. You ain't never had no sexual affairs with me. See, in the 20 plus years that we've known each other, it's been platonic, but you keep trying to play me. You keep coming up with excuses, and I'm going to have an excuse for me. Don't try to act like you don't cheat on Ellen. What? Cheat on Ellen? You a serial cheater. All your lovers is in the church. You want me to go down the list of them? You want me to name from staff to people? Because you know I can do that. Because, see, you keep lying and saying, I don't know you, and you know that I know. Now, see, I was trying not to do that, but when I asked you to do something and you didn't, you show how disrespectful. You already know if you play with fire, you will get burned. I am the fire that will burn you right on the internet. I'm not going to come where you are. I'll tell all your business right here. I'll empty out your church right here. Challenge me. I guess you'll lose. I bet. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? You want to bet your congregation that if I told everybody what I know about you, ain't nobody going to listen to your fake ass preach? Oh, that's what I thought. You ain't got no thought-provoking conversations. Your thought-provoking conversations came from who? A woman named who? Me, Catherine Sherelle Powell. You ain't got no thought-provoking conversations. E9 North was whose idea? Say it real loud for the people on the internet. E9 North was whose idea? It was an idea by who? Catherine Sherrill Powell. So then that mean I could do what? I could run with my own stuff. I don't need you. That's what I said. I could post it if I want and show everybody who the real visionary, who the real genius is around here. See, don't be trying to make it seem like, how are you better than me? You got 5 degrees and no common, you got all them damn college degrees and no common sense. How are you better than me when you're always trying to act like I'm beneath you? Sir, if I'm beneath you, I got one for you. I got one for you. This we gonna clear this up right now, right now, right now. This is what we're gonna do. Don't use none of my ideas. See, pay attention to how I say this and pay attention to the language that I use. Don't use no more of my ideas. All the stuff that you have used from 2008 to now, stop using my stuff. I can prove that it's mine. Go get somebody to write you some stuff and we can start over. See, I'll give you a book and I'll take a book. See, I could write about 5 books right now about E9 that's at Culture Street. 2800 and the one that's on Culture Street. See, I can make them 2 separate entities. I know how to do that. See, it's not that I'm 18 credits away from graduating at Strayer. See, I failed some classes at Strayer, but I ain't failed all classes. In some of the classes, I got A's. And see, the thing that you don't understand is just because I don't have a degree in business, it does not mean that I don't understand how business works. And see, how business works is since you want to act the way that you're acting, I'm always willing to wipe the slate clean. See, watch this, watch this. I didn't meet you till 2008, and I wrote that book in 1994. This is what I'm going to do for you since we're in a brand new year, this 2026, and I had came back to your church. Watch what I'm getting ready to do for you. Watch what I'm getting ready to do for you. See, I ain't got to take nothing slow with a slick-ass snake oilsman that's used my stuff in 2000 what? 8, and when I came back in 2026, is still trying to slow walk me. I said hell no, and I said what? Now or never, and that's exactly what I meant. I'm not going to continue to wait for you while you play with an old hoe up there on Shelton Avenue. It's now or it's never. If it's never, I don't really care. You're not going to keep putting no old hoe over what I've done for you. She's a liability. She's not an asset. Your priorities are jacked up. I bet you I go on my page and drag the hell out of you, Alan. I'm tired of you playing games when I tell you I want you to do something and you don't do it. I don't want to hear nothing about no woman, no man, no whatever in between. With appointment, you should have canceled it. That's the way it works. I'm the person that brought you from 2008 to now. Not Ellen, not Lady Ellen, not nobody that was around you. It was me. You used my stuff. But yet and still, every time I want to talk to you, not available, good that I'm going to drag the hell out you on my page. You forgot that I know everything about you. Not some things. Everything about you. You keep forgetting that. I don't know why you keep challenging me. My birthday is coming up. It is. I'm not going to wait on you forever when I've already told you what I wanted and you keep on not getting it to me. But you keep on wanting to spend time with a hoe named Lady Ellen. Absolutely not. When you creep out at nighttime to go see her, do you have excuses for your wife? No, you don't. So then don't have none for me. Trying to make it seem like you're this excellent husband. You ain't never been an excellent husband. Even when you was at your other church down there, you ain't never been an excellent husband. You was a cheater when she met you. You was a cheater when you're a cheater now. You're not an excellent husband. That's what you are. You're a cheater. Now, do you want me to go down a list of people who you've cheated with? Because you on the payroll and off the payroll. Don't make me embarrass you. Now, I don't listen. On a normal everyday basis, I walk around. I don't bother nobody. But when you start playing games, when I ask you to do something, oh, you must have lost your mind. Let me help you find it. See, you must have lost your mind. Let me help you find it. You don't have no staff up there that can write ideas. They belong to me. You don't have no you don't have no women in your congregation that could do what? Write ideas. So then that must mean the person that came through the door, you had the audacity to turn your back. The nerve of you. Who do you think you are? Why is your behind on your shoulders? Let me get a ladder so I can pull it down. Your nose is all stuck up in the air. You are delusional. And them women up there got you all psyched up. You, if they knew what I know, you would not be. You cute, but I've seen cuter. And if you wasn't so arrogant, you would be all right to deal with. But you're so egotistical and narrow-minded, you think everything is about you, King Allen. No, no. No excuses. If you wanted to talk to me, you could have got a phone over here to do that. You could have, yeah, you're not slow. You just act like you are. But since you slow, you ain't got no excuses when it's time for you to run your old behind over there on Shelton Avenue to that old hoe over there. You made sure that she took her behind up to Martha's Vineyard. But what, and for my birthday for the last, when have you ever given me anything for my birthday for what I've done for you? See, it wasn't your wife that's standing beside you that makes sure that you got with you. It wasn't your hoe that's over there. It was Catherine. So see, since you don't understand that, I'm going to drag the hell out of you. I said it and I meant it. See, you keep taking me for granted. But the thing that you keep taking for granted is that I can be a what? I ain't always so nice. I don't want to hear nothing about God when I be nice to people and they trample all over me like you have. When I be nice to people and then your wife continue to play games. Because see, I don't play them type games. You threw me out your church and then you kept on playing and playing and playing games. Then I got over there to the nursing home and the people over there caused me to lose 30 pounds in 2 weeks. It's documented. It was. I went from weighing 213 all the way down to 184. It's documented. Right. So see, you play those type of games. Nobody, I was there to get well. You can't keep saying you have anxiety when you and your wife cause the anxiety with the dumbass stuff that y'all both do. See, y'all don't get caught. But you will now because I'm going to post it on my page in a few minutes. See, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say it real loud. If I go to jail, Alan and Ellen, I'm going to take both of y'all right on with me. If I go to jail, Alan and Ellen, I'm going to tell everything I know about the both of y'all. So I don't know why y'all keep playing with me when I say show up. That's what I mean. Don't play games with me. I'm not them other people over there, Ellen. Will Rondell be sitting on the front row with you tomorrow? Cause I don't know about Smoke. Cause Smoke kept on running back and forth with that crack. I don't know about Smoke. See, that's never been my struggle. You can't expect me to have no. It's not that I don't have sympathy for people that smoke crack. Listen, that's not my struggle. So y'all stop looking at me all funny, Catherine. Why are you mean? I just see that's not my struggle. It's not. 51 years. I ain't never smoked a cigarette. I do have problems with my lungs and things like that, but y'all can't really expect me to have any type of, that's not, listen, when I go to the meetings and them people be talking, I don't know what they talking about. See, I don't know what they talking about because I ain't never did that stuff. And when I was homeless, I ain't never sleep with nobody not to be homeless. I was riding the bus because see, my first lady and my pastor didn't the hell care. See, they had their noses up in the air. They was trying to be elite. Pastor Waller was trying to shine for Raphael Warnock. He ain't want Catherine. You could have even called my name and said she ain't here today, but you didn't do that. See, you tried to ignore me, and that's why I'm gonna make sure baby, I'm gonna light you up like a Christmas tree. The Christmas tree ain't gonna have nothing on you at all. I don't know if Raphael Warnock can hear this. I don't know if you're going to try to put the video on. I don't know any of that. But what I know is you always acting like, so you see, listen, this is how I am and this is how you should try to be. See, I don't really try to be important to people. I try to be important to God. Pay attention. I don't live my life to be important to people. No, I don't. Anybody that knows me knows that. See, and when you had your little get to what you had with your books and things, wasn't it me that kept on bringing books up there for your fake ass? That's what I said. I called you fake. See, you tried to make it seem to the people that you hadn't heard from me in 10 years, but didn't last year or the year before, I had bought about 2 or 3 shopping bags full of school supplies up there. Wasn't it me from time to time sending you money? Wasn't it me that the very last time I was at your church and I was sick, you waited till after I gave my money and then you threw me out? Ain't that what happened? King Allen, fake ass Allen, that's what I said. See, you and I are not the same. You strive to be important to people because you must don't think that you're important to God. See, let me explain to you because you don't know. See, you don't know. When you really have gifts and you really have talents, God said, I'll take you before the greatest of men and your gifts will make room for you. See, God has put me in front of the greatest of men. And the reason why it wasn't that my gift didn't make room for me, the person who I was greatest among was you, and your ego was so big. Listen, why was your ego big? You could have went further. You could have went much further than you went had you not would have been a sellout. Or you want you? Yeah, you and I are not the same. See, you didn't have to cheat to get where you are. When I'm talking about cheating, you know exactly what I'm saying. You ain't have to. You didn't. You had it. You had the anointing, but you were so in a rush to get to where you are. It was like somebody gave you the answer to cheated on a test, but you lost. See how your loss was? You didn't go half as far as you could have went. Why? Because now that you're E9 Block, but E9 North Philly, I almost inclined to throw away your stuff and work on my stuff, and I had nothing to do with you. Why? Because you keep playing games. When I say show up, you got a stupid ass excuse why you can't show up. Do you give that hoe over the excuses why you don't do for her? No. Do you give your wife so then don't have none for me? When I ask you to do something, you should do it. I don't want no excuses. And because you keep giving them, I'm going to keep dragging you. You're going to wish that you didn't. I'm going to drag you. You're lucky I don't say what's on the tip of my tongue. Right. Do you give ghetto excuses? You know, he's been married 3 times. Gee, I wonder why that is. I wonder why ghetto can't keep a wife. You know, while he's all in the beef sector talking about you, or he was anyway. And then I had to tell him he don't really know you like that. And then I had to really tell him that you're not the person that you would like people to think. I know you for real, know you. I just haven't really said what I just haven't really said too much of anything. See, I could really embarrass you right now if I wanted to. Of course I could. But I ain't going to keep begging you, though. That's the difference. See, you want a different Catherine to show up, and the different Catherine ain't going to never show up. I'm not. That's what you don't understand. See, I don't have to show up on Sunday and pretend to be married to a woman that can't stand you. I ain't going to say you can't stand her because you probably don't even want to see her come. Don't worry, she don't want to come see you. She don't want to see you coming either. That's why she keep looking for the women. You don't have the tools and equipment that she like. That's why Rondell was there. And that's why you was in the basement. All you're doing is paying bills. You like getting used. You like getting walked over. Because if it wasn't good enough for that Ellen, then you went and got another Ellen to do the same exact thing. I ain't saying all the other women don't use you, walk over you. I didn't say that. I don't use you or walk over you. You use my stuff and didn't properly compensate me. You ain't never sent me to Martha's Vineyard for anything. And for my birthday, have you ever? You ain't even never give me a dollar store card, but the other women around you who haven't done as much, they're the liabilities. I'm the asset. See, pay attention. They're the liabilities. I am the asset. You know, uh, as it goes to jewelry, they're the cubic zirconias. I am the diamond. See, you got your jewelry mixed up. I'm gonna help you out. There's only one diamond around here because you know a diamond is an exquisite piece of jewelry. There's only one exquisite piece of jewelry around here, and that's me. And my name is Catherine Sherelle Powell. Only exquisite piece of jewelry around here is me, Catherine. Ain't your wife? Ain't your fake ass? Lady over there on Shelton Avenue is Catherine. It is. See, because if they was really all that exquisite, then give them my book. Didn't I send it to you and it was empty? Tell them to write. Since you think they so much, ain't none of the women around you exquisite like I am. I said it. I illuminate the whole room when I walk in, whether I'm dressed up or I'm not. Everybody stops and take notice. Didn't you see that when I came in? I was sick then. I wasn't even well. From you to the back, you looked, and everybody that was sitting up there looked too. You looked, and they looked too. Right. Trying to make it seem like you're some man of valor. No, you're not a man of valor. You're a regular preacher that plays with whoever he wants to play with. No, you're not. There's nothing holy about you. Holy where? No, you're not. You're a player like all the rest of them. And if you really want me to classify you, then I will. See, Granada knew how to play the game, and you don't know how to play the game. You've been holding this over me for 10 years and not allowing me to straighten it out. So now that I'm lashing out at you because I keep telling you I want this straight because I have things to do, and I'm not going to wait on you. So yeah, you're going to get dragged. Of course you are. And your wife is too. And you're lucky I'm just calling her a holistic lesbian and I ain't telling the rest of the story. You're lucky that I'm just talking about Rondia and Smoke and I ain't telling the rest of the story. Because I can prove Rondia. She lived with me and it's documented that me, Rondia, and Rhonda You live together right at Front and Alany, Front and Godfrey, right there in that apartment complex. So if you're saying that that's not true, you would have to be, you can't get rid of those records. You can't. And things that Ron Diaz told me about you and your wife is mine to know and yours to find out. It's mine to know. Suffice to yours to find out. See, I don't need to show up tomorrow and act like I'm straight and act like everything is okay with the fake ass first lady who can't stop using whatever she using. Coquillana. See, I don't need to do that. I don't need to take a peach schnapps and a orange juice or cranberry juice and a vodka because she too ugly to look at. We're not the same. And no, you can't expect me to be anything but what I am. She told everybody around, you call everybody around you broken, but you're the what? Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, and all the king's men, what? They couldn't put Humpty back together again. You're broke. You're more broke up than all the people around you, because if not, you would be able to admit that your wife don't really love you and move on. In a sexless marriage, you have to be you're a serial cheater, not just a cheater. See, a cheater would be you having the same mistress for over 20 years. Googling over Lady Ellen, you're not Googling over me. Let's not play that game. See, you always come up with excuses, and that's why I'm always come up with dragging the hell out of you when I ask you to do something and you don't do it. I'm going to drag the what? Say it real loud. Hell out of you when I ask you to do something and you don't do it. You come up with excuses. I don't want to hear nothing about Ellen, Lady Ellen, why you couldn't show up. I don't want to hear. Do you have excuses when you creep past the house 11, 12, 1 o'clock at night? When you go up there on Shelton Avenue, do you have excuses? You don't have none. So don't have no excuses when it's time for you to do something for me. Because truth be told, you could have just, did what you had to do for me and you just kept right on driving. Catherine, we could sit down and talk right in my backyard. Backyard. I didn't say come in my house. Backyard. Steps. Right. So you always got an excuse. That's why I'm going to drag you. You ain't better than me. You think you are. See, you want something out of me that you ain't never going to get. I ain't never going to beg you. I ain't them other women. Please. Who is pleased for? You always got an excuse. And I'm always going to drag the hell out of you when you don't do what I asked you to do. And you better hope that I don't get too mad and really light you up like a Christmas tree and empty out your church when I say what I have to say, because I'm tired of you playing games. You've been doing this for 10 years, and for 10 years, I've been telling you whatever it is you're going about doing it the wrong way. I have been telling you for 10 years. I have kept it down, and that's why you have my Chromebook, because I have emailed you over see, if you lie and say that I didn't contact you over the last 10 years, you have my Chromebook, sir. You're not smart. You think you're the sharpest crayon in the room, or you think you're bigger than the program. If I show up in front of a judge right now and I tell him, Your Honor, I was trying to talk to this man for 10 years. So you going to tell me for 10 years he didn't know that I was trying to resolve this? So for 10 years, he thought it was okay. Because, see, if I put your business out there, you will never come back from what's at the tip of my tongue. You will never recover. See, look at me being graceful to you and not saying it. Right. Because, a volcano, when a volcano gets hot, it do what? Lava comes out the bottom. Did you pay attention when you was doing that science experiment? Did you see what happens to a volcano when lava starts coming out of it? Because, see, I got A in science. A volcano, it gets hot and lava comes out of the volcano. Okay. Lava comes out of the volcano. Right. If you keep pushing a person, you keep playing games with a person, you keep dangling a person's freedom over their head, I don't have to be nice to you. I don't owe you anything. And I don't owe your lipstick lesbian wife anything either. I don't. I'm tired of being nice to people that give me their behind to kiss. Like I'm some savage, I'm barbaric. I can act barbaric, though. I can't act barbaric. You act like I'm a hood rat. Sir, you tried to buy class. You trying to be important. You trying to be amongst. See, North Philly is always beneath you. If North Philly is beneath you, then stop using my ideas with your fake ass. That's what I said. If North Philly is beneath you, then stop using my ideas because I wrote those ideas when I lived in North Philly. So if North Philly is so beneath you, you don't want nobody from North Philly talking to your fake ass, then stop using my ideas, Alan. That's what I said. Because it don't take 10 years if you want to go to court, if you really want to go to court. I told Deacon Cannon, I told Deacon Sherrod, we can go to court. Because y'all already know what Catherine going to say when I get there. See, I ain't going to act no. I'm going to be a person. I've been 51 years while y'all talking about why she's so mad. Because you've been holding something for 10 years over my head and I'm tired of y'all dumb shit. That's what I said. It don't take 10 years to straighten nothing out. You want a different version of me. I can't be anybody but who I've been for the last 51, almost 52 years. Don't think I'm not feel about anything that's going wrong on with my sister that she's ill. I'm sorry that she's ill, but I still got to keep fighting. Sorry that my sister ill, but I got to still keep fighting. Don't work like that. Whether she in the hospital or ain't in the hospital, I'm going to still keep fighting you. Now, see, you ain't want me up to your little barbecue today because you want to be important amongst your people. I ain't come up to your barbecue. I said, after your barbecue, bring your fake ass down here and we could talk. But you didn't. You could have brought whoever you wanted to bring. I don't care if you'd have brought the whole deacon board. Why would I? I'm not doing anything to you. See, you always got an excuse, and that's why I'm going to drag the hell out of you. I wouldn't care if you'd have brought all 80, 90, 100 of your deacons. Why would I care? We're talking something you're not accustomed to doing. See, all that preaching makes me think that somebody else writes them sermons and maybe you just read them because you can't have a sit down conversation. See, for the last 10 years, every time I say show up, your fake ass don't. Why? Because you always want to get a different Catherine and you're not going to get a different Catherine. You're not. See, the reason why I know that you're not going to get a different me because I don't flip flop. I'm not a pancake. See, you want something, you're used to dealing with a lipstick lesbian, so she likes women, so you ain't getting a whole woman. Totally different. I'm attracted to testosterone. I'm not attracted to estrogen. Let me say that one more time. Let me help you out. Your fake ass lipstick lesbian wife, the reason why you keep getting the response out of her is she's attracted to estrogen. I'm not. So then when I'm around other women and they be trying to push up on me, yeah, I be telling them, stop doing that before I have to slap the hell out you now. Stop pushing up on me. Don't touch nothing that don't belong to me. Before I had to open up a can of, I'm going to whip your ass up in here. That's what I said. Don't touch none of my body parts. Because that's not how I roll. So you're accustomed to being around women like your wife who don't know how to treat you, talk to you, or whatever. So then when you get to come around me, you don't know how to talk. You act like the cat, got your tongue, you can't talk, you don't, See, your masculinity has been taken away from you. And that's why you don't know how to hold the conversation. Because for the last 10 years, you act like the cat got your tongue. You be running behind Ellen. No, don't bring Ellen. Y'all two separate people. See, she done emasculated you so much that when it's time for you to talk to me, and people talking about you interested. No, I'm not, because he don't know when it's time for us to have a conversation. He always running high like a little boy. Grown ass man standing in the pulpit talking about I'm 62. 62 and act like you 22 does not count. That's a 40-year 62. That's your biological age, but you daggone sure don't act like it. A grown man is able to sit down and have a conversation. You're not able to do that. Only time you can have good conversations is when you stand up in the pulpit, because when it's time for you to sit down and talk, you act just like a little boy. I'm talking about an immature young man is what I'm saying. You do. You've done it for the last 10 years. Oh, I'm 62. You are. But you're not capable of making good decisions. You're not capable of having a conversation with somebody who is capable of doing it with you. Because you think that I'm beneath you. No, in actuality, you're beneath me. See, in actuality, you're behind me because you stole from me. I didn't steal from you. So if you want to go off on that tangent, you're beneath me. I'm not beneath you. I didn't come into your church, steal your ideas, advance my church, and then leave you in the dust and talk crap about you. That's what you did. And that's why we're at where we're at now. See, you actually want to act like everything's okay and keep on pushing me off. No, you're not going to push me off like you have in years past. I've waited 10 years and I ain't going to wait no more. It's now or never, like I said. No more playing with that hoe on Shelton Avenue. Game over, that hoe lose. And all the rest of your hoes you got too. You could have canceled whatever you had to do after your picnic. You could have brought down here your whole deacon board. I don't care. You could have. And we could have talked, but you didn't want to do that. So now that's why I'm online talking. See, your choices is simple. You either can talk with me behind the scenes and we can straighten it out, or I could drag you in front of everybody and then air you out like dirty laundry. Or we can go to court and I can air you out in dirty laundry. Because you know, if I air you out in court, you listen. If you take me to court, if I go to jail, I'm gonna take you and your wife with me. I promise you. Let me have to go to jail for that dumb shit that you and Ellen pulled 10 years ago. I will take both of y'all with me. See, y'all ran that game on them other people. And I specifically told you when you found out, I said, Alan, straighten this out. And you kept on running around and playing games and I said, and I kept telling you, right, for 10 years. So then when I finally handed you my laptop, right? I handed you my laptop because I was told I was homeless at the time. See how you and your wife laughed? That was funny, wasn't it? But is it funny now? It was funny. Okay, because you know how y'all just kept having me thrown out of places and thrown out of places and thrown out of places? I wonder how the Philadelphia district attorney is going to feel, because you do know that there's stalking and harassment and bullying. For real. Because if I left your church in 2016, y'all didn't have a right to have nobody put me out of anywhere. If I'm not at your church or on your premises, Ellen, your dyke ass, don't have the right to tell nobody to put me out of anywhere. Now, that's what I said. I don't like what you have, so you can stop trying to chase me the hell around. You will never beat me down to the ground and make me a lesbian. You would not. You let me see. Let me paint the picture for you, Ellen. Let me help you out because you seem to be a little confused. Go home with the pastor and his dyke ass wife. You'll have a nice warm bed to sleep in, or sleep on the couch. I mean, sleep on the train station bench. I'll take sleep on the train station bench for the win. Why are you gonna sleep on the train station bench, Catherine? Because the pastor and his fake ass wife, they corny. Why would I want to go home with them and be something that I'm not? See, I ain't never been funny, so why would I let the fake ass pastor and his wife take me home to make me funny? I'm not gonna be funny for nobody. The only funny I'm gonna be is when I tell a joke and you laugh. But I ain't gonna be gay for nobody. Ever in this lifetime. I wasn't gay when they put handcuffs on me and they took me to jail. When I did go to jail, I told the women, you need to find Jesus. When they put somebody that was in my cell that didn't know Jesus, what did I tell them? I'm not gay. Keep your hands to yourself. That's what I said. I meant it. That go for your wife too, though. No means no, Ellen. See, no means Ellen. No means no, Ellen. And if you want Rondia to sit up there with you tomorrow, I can always, if Rondia's still alive, because I knew Rondia back in, when she was over there with me at Front and Godfrey. Told you she stayed up in an apartment. Her son was about 4 shades lighter than my oldest son. He had curly hair. He was a handsome young man. He was. I don't know if her and her son is still living. Rondell came in with a wife beater on and some shorts and some flip flops. She had black socks on her feet and stuff. Her feet was not out like mine with the French manicure and all that. No, her toes. I couldn't see her toes. She had socks on her toes. Socks on her feet, excuse me. Right. See, you think I'm lying. It's already been confirmed that Rondell was over there. Right. See, and that girl the other day that said she knew me, I don't care where she knew me from. I know a lot of things too. You're never going to have somebody beat me up. Oh, did I forget to tell? Did I forget to tell? Yeah, Ellen. See, you had me a text on that train over there. You did. You had me attacked, and see, you had me attacked, and you think that we can't do anything. I don't even want to be in the same room with you, breathe the same air that you breathe in, talk to. I don't want to do any of that. See, because you took it to another level. One minute we were arguing, the next minute you was having me beat up because I ain't want to let you be my. I ain't want to be. I don't. Then I still don't want to be your girlfriend. I don't want to be anybody's girlfriend. Not no woman. If they put handcuffs on me, they let me away, and I ain't go up there to be gay. I wouldn't be being down here gay. You can't change who I am. Only God can do that. And God didn't ordain for me to like no women. He put desires in me for a man. It's called estrogen. I know your body make estrogen, but your estrogen like estrogen. See, your estrogen, listen, I don't know why you so twisted, warped, and destroyed in the mind. I don't really care why you dog your fake ass husband. The way I don't care. I don't. I don't. See, because tomorrow, the day he was up there eating barbecue and acting like he was, you know, so important and stuff. And I asked him, could he bring me something to eat? I did. And see, he tried to act like he couldn't humble himself and bring me a plate. That's all I asked for. I said, can you bring me a plate? See, he couldn't himself come down here because he too good. That's why you shouldn't be a pastor. Because, see, them same people that I walked past that was, outside and scratching and itching, you ain't want to be around them. That's the Jesus that you preach with your fake ass. That's what I said. You're fake. See, you couldn't come down here and bring me a plate because then you would have to look at some of them people, same people that I had to walk past to get to the supermarket to get some items in here. See, you couldn't do that because you're too good. You had to run back out to Montgomery County because, them folks out in Montgomery County, they do it in their house too. Haven't you heard? They just not outside. See, some of them is strung out too. They inside their house. They not outside. See, I've been up there where you at. All of them down there on that main line, they inside their house. They not outside. Ardmore, Wynwood, Narberth, Haverford, Bryn Mawr, Radnor, Wayne, St. David's, Exton, Thorndale, Downingtown. They're all inside their house being strung out. See, down here, they're outside and everybody could see. Up there, and they live in big houses. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bedrooms, 3, 4, 5 bathrooms. Pick a bathroom to go in and get high and just stretch out, lay down on the floor. Right. They all stretched out up there. They not out down here. Everybody could see them. Can't nobody see them up there. They go in the house and they hide. See, that's what you like, Ellen. Alan, you like to hide. See, that's why you ain't want to come down here. I said, bring me a plate. Then I said, bring me a plate because I ain't had no. You couldn't even humble your fake ass self to bring me one. All that food that was there today and you couldn't do that. So you deserve to get dragged with your fake ass. You've been knowing me too long. I asked you to do a simple task. I ain't say bring me no money. No, the hell I didn't. No, I did not. Go read that email. I said, Alan, bring me some food. Food from your barbecue with your fake ass. All that food you had today, you couldn't bring me a plate. I didn't say send nobody. It wouldn't even matter if one of them would have put you down here. But you're getting dragged for a good reason. I didn't ask you for not a dollar or a cent. No, I did not. I ain't asked you for no money. I said, all that food you going to have up there today, watermelon juice, and you can't bring me nothing. I told you if you ain't come down here, I was going to drag you. So I don't know why you surprised that at 11:31 I'm on here dragging, because I told you that I was. See, I don't never lie about what I do. If I'm a vindictive person, I'm going to tell you, I said, if you don't bring me all that good food that you got, after all that I done for you, I'm going to drag the hell out you. Didn't I say that? That's why when people be saying that, listen, I take accountability for the stuff I do. I don't take no accountability for the stuff that I don't. See, all that food you had the other day, you was too busy prancing around trying to be Mr. And you still are all of that, but you ain't never so humble that you couldn't have said, well, Catherine can't come up here. Let me go take her some. You could have, but then you ain't want to look at them people outside because they falling out okay, well, listen, they're falling out, and you could have handed them a track and gave them some food with your fake ass. Hey, you were coming down here, you could have brung 10, 20 platters. See, you think you're so good you can't come down here because the people falling out. Okay, well, they falling out. They got a problem. They got an addiction. You always preaching about it. See, you wanna preach about it when it actually comes to being around it. You're always too good with your fake ass. Did you forget that when you first came to Philadelphia, you didn't always live on the main line? Oh my God, wasn't your car breaking down when you was on your way here? See, you didn't always have all the stuff that you have that now you can actually turn your nose down at because I said, bring me something. It wasn't no harm in that. Because it would have been tables turned the other way around. My church was having a picnic, and the person that got me where I was said, well, just bring me a plate. I ain't say bring me no money. I ain't say give me no money. I said bring me a plate with your fake ass. You couldn't do that. You always come up with some type of dumbass excuse why you couldn't drive. You got multiple cars. Hummer, Tesla, Lexus, BMW, whatever. You got all them deacons, and then none of y'all couldn't come down here and bring Catherine a plate. You got some excuse. That's why I'm dragging your fake ass. See, you shouldn't be no minister because you ain't got no compassion. That's what I said. You shouldn't be no minister. Somebody tell you that they hungry. That is what I said in that thing, right? I said, Alan, bring me a plate. I said, humble yourself and bring me a plate. I ain't say send me no money. I ain't say cash at me. I ain't say none of that. Because, see, I can put that email up. I just don't want to reveal who that deacon is. And that's the only reason why I'm not going to put that email up. Because in the email, I named that person. But you corny. Right. See, you couldn't, all that food then, you couldn't bring me none. You corny. See, but then you'll be the main one running on TV talking about, yeah, we help, we get money away. Right. But when somebody asks you for a simple plate of food, your fake ass couldn't even bring it. You ain't want to come down here because you was afraid that you would have to look at one of them people that's falling out. You was afraid that they might ask you for a bottle of water or they might would have asked you for something. Right. You fake as hell, like I said. See, I just proved it. I sent you a nice email and said you having a big barbecue up there today with all sorts types of food. All you had would do probably did was bring me a plate with a hamburger, hot dog, and the rest could have been fruit. Your fake ass couldn't even do that. Why? You got excuses. That's why I'm going to blast your fake ass every time I ask you to do something. And from now on, you don't do it. Because when Ellen asks you, I'm talking about Lady Ellen asks you, she asks you for hard stuff. I don't never ask you for hard stuff. She asks you to send her on all types of trips and buy her, and you break your neck to do something for that old hoe. But when I ask you to do something, you don't do it. A simple task of bringing somebody some food. And you couldn't do that? You deserve to get dragged. You're lucky I ain't saying all the rest of what was in that email. I'm being nice. Look at me being nice. I'm being nice. You deserve to get dragged. Right. You deserve it. Okay, T Latte, I'm reading you. Yeah, but I wasn't Tracy. The way recovery houses are here in Philadelphia is recovery houses here used to be that if you were homeless, you could stay there. I don't have any type of drug addiction. Honest to God, I don't. I don't have a drug addiction. I've never in my 51 years done any type of, my sons tell you that. As a matter of fact, when Trish interviewed my son told Trish, my mother has never done drugs. She's been homeless. But she always hooking up with men like Alan, whose fake ass wife will do something like, she's had me evicted from numerous properties because I don't want her. And then today he's having a big ass barbecue at the church today with all sorts of types of food. But you couldn't bring me none. You tried to act like you ain't know me. That's why I'm on here now dragging your fake ass. And we'll continue to do so. Probably we'll go on in the morning before y'all have church. Tell some of them Rondia stories that Rondia told me. Got a lot of stories that Rondia told me. It's going to be up to me as to whether or not I release them. I might release them slowly. I didn't talk to Smoke when Smoke was over there at Sacred Heart. I didn't, because Smoke was trying to really harass me into being her girlfriend. And you can't, see, listen, my son's father beat me up when I was a teenager to sell my body to men. It wouldn't be no female that would slap the hell out of me and make me be gay. You can't make me be something that I'm not. See, if I was beat up as a teenager to sell my, no, y'all story, I don't know why it's twisted, because I never lied and said that Granada didn't beat me up and make me sleep with men. I never lied about that. So I don't know why your wife would think that I like women. No, I still like men. And Alan, if you didn't act the way you did act, I would like you, but you overbearing. And that's why I don't like you. I'm not. That's not even a secret that we've been knowing each other 20 something years and never had sex, right? Because you can't play me like you do them other dumb women in your life. That's what I call them, dumb. Somebody sends you an email and asks you to bring them a plate of food. I didn't say give me money. I didn't say a plate of food. You see, you don't do simple tasks. A plate of food. Why you ain't want to come down here? Because down here beneath you, your car broke down on a highway when you was coming to Philadelphia. You didn't come here and no. See, you're not like my son's father's people. My son's father, grandfather, at one time he had a Rolls Royce. At one time he had a Mercedes Benz. Right, that's my son's grandfather. He wasn't never driving around with no car that was breaking down. That's your story. Ain't your story now, but that's not the point. You're always trying to act like everybody is beneath you when the truth is you beneath us all. If I was to tell that story, you ain't above like you, sir. You're not. See, I'm trying. I'm trying. But you keep playing games when I ask you to do something. You should have just said, you could have, even a deacon, you could have had him just to bring it down here. Y'all could have came down here together. You could have just handed it to me and you could have left. But you couldn't even do that. Then you think I don't have to walk in your church and act like I'm no stranger. I'm not no stranger. And I don't want to come back to your church if I have to act like I'm not acting like nothing. I'm not. Today was the day. I'm not. No, I'm not. If you, that's how it's working. See, you don't want to acknowledge the fact of the stuff that you do wrong. The stuff that you have done wrong is every time I give you a chance to fix what's broken, you don't. I didn't ask you, could I come up there today? I sent you a nice email that said, just bring the food down here. Since we're at odds, I'm not gonna come and impede on you. I can't call that deacon's name. I can't. But you know I sent it. If you want me to repost it without his name, I can do that. I don't even have to show his name. I could just put it on my wall. Don't make me embarrass you around here. You act petty over food. Food is something you eat and poop it back out. Now, you want me to really say how I feel about what you did today? Food is something you eat and poop back out. And some of the food that was up there, you probably didn't even pay for. The church probably did, or them organizations. So why you acting real petty like that today? I don't know. But you sure did act petty. You did. Me, the person who has done as much as I've done for you, and you couldn't do that for me, right? From now on, I'm gonna give you the same energy that you give me. You could say it's that Leo vindictive energy if you want. Well, then you don't know this Leo vindictive. You don't then you don't know me like you think that you do. I keep telling you, not all Leos are the same. Some of us really are vindictive. And yeah, some of us really are when you make us mad, but usually on a normal everyday basis, if you don't make us mad, we're not vindictive. We don't like people messing with us though. I can speak for me, I can't speak for other people. If have you not noticed, I stay to myself. I've been on this block. Somebody stole our trash can. Did you see me go to the store and get another one? Now I put the recycling out for the people to pick up the recycling. When I went back to get it, everybody else can was outside except for ours. That's not my fault. Why? Because the people the owner, he lets people sit on the porch, and that's what he gets. Because I've been telling him, stop letting people sit on your porch all the time because they're watching you coming and going. What happened today? The daggone recycle it. The trash can, whole trash can disappeared. Right. Was I in the house? I was. Did I go to the store? Did I go to the store where I could have got one? I ain't buy another one because I told him to stop. So, hey, it's not my job to babysit a trash can. I put all that trash out by myself yesterday. Ain't nobody help me put the trash out. Don't nobody help me clean up around here either. I don't complain about it. That's how it is. So, you not coming around here thinking that you're what? All you do is come by, drop the plate, and leave. You don't do basic stuff. Basic stuff. You don't do basic stuff. You're so used to not being treated with respect that when somebody actually treats you with respect, talks to you respectfully, you don't acknowledge. I didn't disrespect you earlier. I don't think that I did. All I said was bring me some food, and you couldn't do that. I mean, all them girls that was going up there today, all them girls, and you couldn't bought me a burger or whatever, whatever. You don't. See, that shows me what you think of me. That you can't do the basic stuff that I asked you for. See, pay attention to how this works. And I'm going to say this real loud. Stop trying to act like you the doting husband of the year when you've been cheating on Ellen since day one. Before y'all got married, after y'all got married, and you still cheating on her. And now I'm going to drag you and your girlfriends on my page. Why? Because you keep playing with me. When I ask you to do something, I'm not your girlfriend. I'm the person that when I met you, you only had 11,000 members. You got well over that now off my stuff. So see, I don't owe you anything. That I should send you a email this morning and said, well, after your event is over, just bring me a plate of food. You could have even came down where we could have talked to work things out. I don't owe you to walk back in your church. I don't owe you that. I was already in your church and you gave me your behind to kiss. See, because you're used to doing that to them other women. You would never do it to me. You're not that cute. I've seen cuter, been around better, and been thrown out of better places if you really want to. No. Right. Or haven't been thrown. I haven't been thrown out of better places. That's what I meant to say. See, I've been around better people, seen better, and have not been thrown out of better places. You're acting like your church is the creme de la creme. If it is the creme de la creme, when you get to heaven, what's heaven going to be? Because heaven ain't a place for elite people. I know you think you're an elitist. That's what you think. I could say something. Is ghetto elite too? Right. Ghetto. Right. You still ahead in the game, Alan? You still on top of things, Alan? Or are you underneath? Which one are you? Top or bottom? Okay. Don't make me tell what I know about you. Don't make me tell it all. A tell all. I didn't tell anything about you in my book. For real, I didn't. I didn't even get to you yet, and I ain't too sure I would talk about you in my book. For real, for real. You're so concerned about, am I going to write about you in my book? What would you like me to say about you? Oh, I joined the church. They stole my ideas. And when I went back, they was, yeah, I ain't got to put that in no book. It's not even worthy of me putting that in the book because when I did come back to you, you acted immature, like a petulant child. That's not worthy of me writing in no book. That I was faithful to your ministry, faithful to your church. And when I needed your help, you turned your back and then you did it again? Are you okay? See, you're used to treating other people like that. You ain't you know a lot of things. You know a lot of things, Alan, but you don't know Catherine. You know a lot of things, but you don't know Catherine. See, you know Lady Ellen. See, and what you know about Lady Ellen is you know what she told you. You didn't know her when she was younger. That's all I'm going to say. You didn't know her when she was younger. You think I'm mischievous. You didn't know her when she was younger. You know the Lady Ellen that she is now. Right. Mischievous. Go look it up. You got all those college degrees and not one bit of common sense. Because you really think that you could meet two people that were born days apart and they don't have the same characteristics. You might be physically blind, but you're spiritually blind too. If you really think that you could meet two people that was born 3 days apart and they don't have no characteristics alike, I'm not talking about what's her name, Julie, who was born the 7th. I'm not talking about Jackie, who was born the 31st. Talk about me and Lady Ella. If you really think that we were born so many days apart, no, you don't know that. All of us, we might hide it, but how we tend to be is if you keep playing with us, I ain't gonna even say it. Just if you keep playing with us, we will be explosive. And that's what you're getting right now because we don't keep playing games. If I tell you or ask you to do something and you're like, oh, she ain't going to do it. Yes, I am. But I've showed you that numerous times. Sometimes I think that you like when I'm mad at you because otherwise, why wouldn't you try to make peace? Oh, I tried to make. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. There was no excuse for you when your event has probably been over that you couldn't have just ran past here real quick and gave me a plate. I didn't ask you for your money. The plate would have been priceless. Did you want me to pay for the plate? Is that the problem? Did you want me to cash app you for the plate for the free food from the church? See, because you're full of it. Right, but you had the audacity. Right. See, let me talk about it. The reason why I asked you for a plate of food to see if you could return all the stuff that I've done for you over the years. Bringing up school supplies to your events right. So how did I ask you? I said, "Can you bring me a plate of food?" No, your fake ass couldn't do that. I didn't ask nobody else. I specifically said, you humble yourself. See, you always tell other people to do stuff like your hands is too good. You're a servant too, or did you forget? You are a servant of the Most High God. So you claim to be with your fake ass. If you was real, you would have found it. It wouldn't have took you that long to bring some food down here, Alan. I didn't ask none of your deacons. I said you. The same way when I do something for you, I do it. That's why you getting red tonight. Because you always have an excuse. Right. See, you ain't had no excuses when it was time for you to use my stuff and rise to the top and make money off my stuff. You ain't make nothing off of what Ellen did. You did not. If that's the case, then stop using stuff that I wrote in 1994. I didn't write it in 2008. You were working from an old book. And when I gave you a chance to rectify, it had to have been a mistake. And then you did what? You ain't show up. You got like Casper the Ghost. But the only thing about you being Casper the Ghost is I ain't going to ghost you on my page with your fake ass. That's what I said. Like when Diva hit the panel yesterday and she started going off on me about you and Ellen. Why was Diva going off on me about you and Ellen when me and you really know each other in real life? And you know that. Why was you telling people that I came up to your house when, sir, you told people that I came to your house. You know how you lied about me stalking you? Sir, I ain't never been to your front door. See, because you do know that Ring camera. See, let me help you with your lie. Let me help you with your lie, liar. When somebody comes to your door and you have security cameras, it records. So pay attention, liar. I'm helping you with your story. When somebody comes to your front door and you have a security camera, it takes pictures. Oh, it takes videos. Oh, so that would have mean a lie that you told about me stalking you. It's been proven that that's not true. If you had video footage of me knocking on your door, you would have given it to the cop. You don't, because you're a liar. I never came to your door. I had appointments on the main line. I never came to your door. You wish. Right. Don't tell lies, because I could tell the truth. I ain't never come to your door. The 105 and the 106 goes down Lancaster Avenue. It don't come nowhere near your house, sir. It's a public bus route. Stop trying to act like the 105 and the 106 is. It's not. No, it's not. It's taking me to Wynwood, and from Wynwood it's taking me to Rosemont. I think that's the one. And the 106 goes from 69th Street to Paoli. They don't stop near your house, sir. Why you lie so much? You know how to tell the truth? Well, let me help you out with this truth, and then I'm going to end this lie. See, Numbers 23:19. Read it. See, I ain't got to pull it out. But if you want me to pull it out, though, I can pull it out because I got my Bible. I believe it's right here. Let me find it. Hold on. I'm going to help you. You know, when people tell lies all the time, I like to tell the truth. See, you lie a lot. And for people that lie a lot, I like to pull the Bible out. See, God don't tell lies, so you should stop telling lies. I'm going to say it one more time, Alan. God don't tell lies, so you should stop telling lies. But if you don't want to stop telling lies, just stop telling them on me. Let me help you. I'm getting ready to get this book right here. It's Numbers 23:19. Let me read it in your hearing. Let me tell you what it say. I'm gonna read it real loud for you right here, right now. This is what it say. God is not a man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Hath he said, and shall he not do it? Or hath he spoken, and he shall not make it good? Now, Deuteronomy. I'm going to end with Deuteronomy. This is how I'm going to end with Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 32:30. 32:30. Deuteronomy 32:30. Mr. Allen, who has all those college degrees and no common sense. Pay attention while I teach you. Learn the word that you claim that you know. I didn't go to school like you did, but I do know my word. Deuteronomy 32:30. And it says this, and I will close. How should one chase 1,000? Deuteronomy 32:30. How should one chase 1,000? One more time. Deuteronomy 32:30 is Moses' song, and it says this, and I'm closing, I'm ending. How should one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight? Except their rock had sold them, and the Lord had shut them up. For their rock is not as our rock, even our enemies themselves being judges. For their vine is of the vine of Sodom, and of the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of gall. Their clusters are bitter. Their wine is the poison of dragons, and their cruel venom of apes. Is not this laid up in store with me and sealed up among my treasures? To me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide. One more time. To me belongeth vengeance, God said, not Catherine. And their recompense, their foot shall slide in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand. Deuteronomy 32:35. For the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them make waste. For the Lord shall judge his people. The Lord shall judge his people, and repent himself for his servants, when he seeth that their power is gone, and there is none that shut up or left. And he shall say, where are their gods, their rock in whom they trusted, which did eat the fat of their sacrifices and drank the wine of their drunk offerings? Let them rise up and help you and be your protection. See now, that I, even I, and he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. He said, there is nobody that can deliver you out of his hand. That's what he said. I didn't say it. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, live, I live forever. If I wet my glittering sword and my hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to mine enemies, and I will reward them that hate me. I will make mine arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with blood of the slain of the captives from the beginning of revenges upon the enemy. Rejoice, O ye nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants, and will render vengeance to his adversaries, and will be merciful unto his land and to his people. I want to end that a little bit differently because I read a little bit more than I wanted to. So I'm going to go to Psalms 29, Psalms 29, 2. In 29, 2, it says this: give unto the Lord the glory due unto his name. Worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. I have read in your hearing Psalms 29, 2, Deuteronomy 32 through 35, or all the way up. Wait a minute, hold on. I read quite a few in Deuteronomy. Let me go back and get it. I read Numbers 23:19. I read Deuteronomy 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. I read from Deuteronomy 32 through 42, Numbers 23:19, and Psalms 29:2. The word of the Lord is already blessed.